Hey everyone, today we'll see how you only need few commands in order to be very efficient in log parsing in Linux. We will be using only these very simple commands: tail, grep, awk, cut, and less. That's it. You don't need any more command than that. Let's jump into the box. So here is my Linux box, and this is running Ubuntu 22. And I'm sitting on the var log folder, which pretty much in most Linux distribution has all the logs stored. So if I look at my folder right now, I see there are a bunch of log files. For example, the syslog file. Syslog file is the most common log. All system messages go there. So if I want to see the log file, so log files are a little bit different. They are not like your any editor where you use a VI and open the file. What you do instead, you use commands like tail or less to actually explore the file for a simple reason. Log file could be huge in size. It could be in gigabytes, like 40 gigabyte file. And if you try to open with a VI or any other editor, it will try to load all the log file into the buffer. And if your system doesn't have that much of memory, it might cause problems, slowness, or sometimes crash. On the other side, if you use less or tail command, it only loads certain portion of the file at a time. So it is very efficient and consumes less resource. For example, if I do sys, so what it does is it only loads this much content into the RAM, not the whole thing. And you can easily scroll up and down. And there is a command called Shift G. If you press it, what it does, it takes you to the bottom of the file and it keeps looking for new data. So that is a very quick hack for that. Don't worry about that. I'll post everything on the description so that you can actually refer it later. So this was the less command. Now let's see another command, which is tail. So whenever you want to actively monitor log of anything, you always do this command tail. Tail hyphen F, F for file. And if I give the file name, basically you can see it is constantly looking for the file, the new content of the file. It's updating. And this is a very handy tool when you're actually doing some active troubleshooting on something. Example, this one, I'm checking my log. It is, I'm running a Kubernetes cluster. It's showing all the potentially messages, what is coming from the cluster. So this was one thing. But often the case, what happens, you really not looking for this. You are actually looking for certain key element to be found into the log file. So for that case, what you can do is you can actually concatenate this command with some other. Example, you can use grep command. Assume if I do a grep command and say I'm only interested, example, I will, for this case, I will say, okay, I'm only interested in this part. So what I do here is I do grep hyphen I while I'm choosing I to make sure it is case insensitive, and I put like this. When it does that, it will highlight that particular string I'm looking for. Example, say this is not enough. If you're looking for any error in the log file, so what we do is we can do a simply, we can directly run the grep hyphen I for case insensitive. I'm looking for error in this file. And now you see there is a problem. See, there are so many error messages. For me, it's almost impossible to figure out what is going on. What I do instead, to make it a less more user friendly for me, I can redirect it to less. Yes, we use the last one, right? So what it does is that you can actually easily scroll up and down and see what type of log you want to see. And this is pretty much every line which has some or other form of error. And actually, not only that, you can actually do more in that. Example, I'm only interested in, so these are my log files. Say this is my particular log line. Okay, say I want to interested in whichever log lines have error, and I want to see who was the user it was running. So to do that, what I can do is you can see I did a grep hyphen I, and now whatever the output is that I can actually run an awk command. Awk, again, you don't have to be very handy with awk, just a couple of command will be enough. For example, most of the time I use this awk, and then I do print. And print in this case, what I have to do is, awk what it does whenever it gets a string, it by default, this particular syntax, it splits the string into small elements and divide it by space. So example, how many space I see? You see, after Feb, there is a space. After 27, there is a space. So if I want to count, so I will say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It will create that many string. And if I want to print the fourth element, I just do a $4. And you can see, I can see it here. And of course, you can see so many messages coming, pretty much I can't do it. I'm getting overwhelmed. So what will I do? I will further redirect to less. And now actually I can scroll up and down. Of course, this particular is not very, string is not very helpful. What I can do is I can actually look back again in log and I can see, oh, what I'm interested in, I want to see the user, and as well as I want to see the error, maybe the first literal of the error, maybe this one I want to see. Assume this one I want to see. So in these type of scenario, what I can do is say I got my user, and also say I want to see the process, which process is causing this problem or the code of the line. So what I can do is in this command, you can see I have put a 4. Now I can do $5. So it will show me the username and the second. And this is how you basically keep doing iteration till you find exactly what type of log you're looking for. And not only this, sometimes usually when I want to see, hey, how many times error is happening. So you can actually pretty quickly do that in the grep itself. You don't have to do anything. If you do just -c, what it does, it counts the occurrence of the keyword error into this file. You can see that many times error happened. So these were some of the handy command which I wanted to show you guys that you can use in your day-to-day Linux administration to improve your productivity. And if you think there are more use cases, many other application log you want me to troubleshoot, leave the comment below and I will prepare something for that. Thank you for watching.